Hi, Nigel. You launching Reform's bid for the Senedd in Port Talbot is irony personified. You see, I remember when you were there saying to them, vote leave for Brexit because you could save Port Talbot steelworks. But then you went really quiet speaking about Wales. And then you remembered about it again when Tata Steel closed the blast furnaces. And you're back today, like the arsonist that came back and shouted, oh, there's a fire, saying, let's open the blast furnaces again. And I know, let's open the coal mines, because we are essentially going back to 1970s with you now. I thought it was really interesting when you said, well, Tata Steel are going to reopen with electric furnaces, but that's not going to be until 2028. I'm going to reopen the blast furnaces and start digging for coal again. Makes sense, really, doesn't it, Nigel, to dig for coking coal? Because you would have to dig, because the best coking coal comes from a deep mine. It's just that the last deep mine closed in Wales in 2008. It reminded me a lot about when you said, I challenged Starmer to a debate in a working man's club, and then I'll stay behind to watch the racing, and he won't. Even though racing is no longer on in the afternoon. But it's a bit like that, isn't it? You've got an image of the Welsh down the mines and you thought they're going to love this. Now, admittedly, you did tell everybody that it was going to take a little while to get, the coal mines open and the blast furnaces up again. But it's about 10 years, isn't it, Nigel? So they just will have the electric arc from Tata Steel, haven't they, and get the jobs out there earlier. And for all it's going to cost in the low billions, there's no money. So where are you funding that from? Is that from Doge as well? Speaking of Doge and speaking of Zia, great to know, though, that somebody can lose their rag on social media and it doesn't matter what they say, they can just have their job back. Because you said, didn't you, who hasn't done that? Probably quite a few people, Nigel, but they normally either leave their job because they're fired or they take quite a long period of time off work because they're really not very well. You don't normally put them on the media rounds 3 days later, which is what you've done. And somewhat bizarre, I thought, to announce that you're going to say who the new chair is tomorrow at 11 a.m, but you haven't yet got a leader in Wales. But there you were saying Reform really cares about Wales. No leader, no infrastructure, no fucking clue, as you were.